Greetings, fellow traders. Bubble here. It's time for the Lunchtime Market Update for Tuesday, July the 14th, 2020. I hope everybody's having a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice, so please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. All right, let's check and see where we're on the market here today. So SPX not doing too much. It's been chopping around a little bit, but we are up 13 points, so that's a good thing. The weekly chart, though, still kind of a red spinning top here at the prior drop zone right here. So we're just kind of chopping around after yesterday's move. Let's see if that is, how that holds up. If you go to the daily chart, kind of interesting stuff. We actually bounced off the fresh upward trend line. So that is beautiful. Some members caught that right at the lows here today. So nice job on that one. We have a couple signal zones which we'll take a look at in a little bit so you can see where they saw that. But yeah, beautiful move up. That's why it helps to have that daily chart up. Still kind of low volume here on the daily here on the SPY. Let's see with the price action here intraday. So far. So we had what looked like a bear flag going in today, right? Big drop yesterday, kind of sideways action. Then we had a nice drop pre-market, so they took some of the meat off the bone at the open. We had an initial push, initial down move, then we bought the dip right here. We see they bought the dip right here, and then took an inside 15 up. We're just kind of chopping back around back in this prior channel right here. Let's take a look at the S&P futures and see how that's looking here this morning. So here's the zone, right? So we basically had a somewhat of a drop-based rally area right here. So we use that as a key level. You can see it tested out really nicely, on the breakdown this morning. We got to our next signal zone right down here, and you can see we got two bounces off that this morning on the shorter-term time frames right here. So we had a nice initial bounce right here, right, on that 5-minute chart, where we pulled back to it one more time, then we did inside 5 up, so that gave a nice bounce up to the next level. But really, really tight stuff, guys. So one of the things we told members this morning is that just be careful today, right? So we had we had a big down move yesterday, right? But whenever we open up between these major levels like this, we got to be careful and watch out for the chop. So that's where we are right now. So I would like to see him get some strength and push above these levels up here, right? Because if we get a strong close over this 3167-ish level, I'm going to put an alert on this right here right now. So if we get a strong close over these levels here, right, we might get a move up here back to this 3200 area and at least test, right, some of these drop zones from yesterday, right, where we at least paused yesterday, see if those prices get tested. A lot of decreasing volume here today, so a lot of blah. There's not a lot of energy getting us out of this. So maybe we'll see some news this afternoon or something like that going on. So let's see how that goes here going into today. Let's take a look at the MES here going into this afternoon. Okay, so again, another V reversal, right? It's kind of like the theme of the market overall, right? So another V reversal here today. Again, two tests off of those levels, a nice bounce off of there. And we're basically in the congestion zone here. I'd like to see us push over the high of the day to see if we can test some of those higher levels there. But I think we would need a catalyst, something, right? So, who knows? A tweet. The Fed guys are talking this afternoon. They're going to be talking at 2 and 2:30, so let's see how that goes going into today. All right, good stuff. Let's take a look at the Qs and see what they're looking like here today. So they had some relative weakness this morning. They stayed down a little bit longer, a couple, faster moves down. They haven't got over their 15-hour high yet, so they're still chopping around here as well. Let's look at the IWM. So IWM have a little bit of blah here, right? So a lot of banks reported today, so this is kind of choppy. So we didn't really see much of a move. The market seemed like it was waiting yesterday for a little bit. At least it was hanging in there a little bit for the banks, and maybe the JP Morgan, the positive news on JP Morgan was good. Enough to hold the market up today, but we'll see how that goes. Lots of interesting global tensions and stuff going on too. Apple again, still the chop slop this morning. Members did well buying the dip here right at the open, so that was a good move here. It got up basically the pre-market highs and came back down off of those. Tesla, members actually did pretty well in this one. Bought the dip on this at the pre-market lows and got a nice bounce off of that one too, so that was good as well. And then what else? So that was through Tesla. Let's take a look at just a couple other names that are moving here. Take a look at some of the chart requests. So JP Morgan, guys, I know we talked about the 15-hour, but not surprised to see it, right, kind of do this type of move right here. We got a nice close above that 15-hour high. Couldn't get over the pre-market levels, and just got stuck there. I couldn't get a move above that, so no entry on that one. I ended up giving inside 15 back down and chopping in the middle of the range right here. We did trade Wells Fargo this morning. Now Wells Fargo had a beat, and when the market was going down this morning, we liked the push down from the morning momentum. But it was a really, really quick trade, and gave a little bit of a move down there for us this morning. So that was nice. So we're just kind of keeping an eye on it right here. The banks got a little bit of a rally there too. Interestingly enough, Delta Airlines, horrible earnings, got a huge buy the dip off of that one today. And United Airlines and a couple of the other names, and Boeing got a couple moves up there as well. So it kind of came back down into the range right here. So we'll see how that holds going into the rest of the day. So good stuff. Let's take a look here on the daily charts and go through some chart requests here. So we got FSLY. And look how Delta held these levels right here. Isn't that amazing? Bounced right off those levels. Market loves geometry, guys. FSLY, let's take a look. So So Fastly, woo, nasty candle yesterday. We talked about last night on the live stream. Like a push below those lows could give a momentum move down, and we saw that here today. It's trying to reclaim that range right now, but a little bit rough in there. Piton was on the bearish radar going into today as well. It did give a little bit of a move, but the one thing we were cautious about how close it was to its geometric line right here, and it came down there and bounced off of that as well. So let's see how that holds going forward. See what kind of volume we get on that today. That would be very interesting. XOM. Okay, so we've got the oil was actually pretty strong this morning. We pointed that out today. So I like how the XOM basically kind of gave this little up move, pause day, and then up. It's a little bit of a doji sandwich type style today. And gave a great move this morning. We pointed these guys out in the group on the live stream this morning too. VXRT. Wow, yeah, nice move here. This is a great one. Folks were talking about this on the live stream last night. Again, a key push was over the prior day's high. Gave a move over here, broke that low, and gave a fast move up, and then pulled back a little bit here this morning, right? So just a fast move at the open once it cleared those levels. But nice job of that. We'll see if that gets any movement on that. Disney is something to kind of keep an eye on here too. It's just a nice hold from the lows here off of the, you got a geometric line right here too, which it never really tested here on the way down. But it did bounce off the 50-day moving average, came back out of the cloud today. So it's got some strength right here, triple inside 15 as we head in the rest of the day. So let's see how that holds. It's already got a big range on the day. So again, it could turn into a reversal. Let's just keep an eye on that one too. And then Walmart. So this is an interesting one as well. So members actually did well on this one early this afternoon. And, basically held that geometric line. We pointed that out last night. And you can see right here, got to clear through the 15-orb high right here on the 15-minute chart and gave a nice push up there. So here, so that's good. So it's kind of testing a couple of these levels. But other than that, guys, it's a choppy afternoon here. So let's see, just be careful out there. Don't overtrade, right? Just wait for the right setups and make sure there's some volume coming in to confirm your move. So that's what we're doing here today. So we're going to keep an eye on it, see what comes this afternoon, and we'll see where we finish. So anyway, good day so far. We'll catch you guys in the daily market wrap. Stay healthy out there, and remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll talk to you guys soon.